We should be. Green, hello, hello, yes we are. Hello and welcome ladies and gentlemen to MLS Formula 1. Formula 2, why do I always keep saying Formula 1? The Italian Grand Prix. It's another Formula 2 race. We're not stopping with them. Joining me in the comment box today is Miran. Hello, Miran.
Hello, Kai. It is great to be back for F2 once again. We have a lot of quick-fire F2 races here, and we're here for the second round of, not the second round, but the second day in a row. We are running Formula 2, and this is a very, very exciting series. We had a very thrilling race at San Marino, and I think we should be treated for one here at the legendary Temple of Speed as well.
Yeah, Monza is definitely going to be one interesting race, especially with those cars, you know. It's all about the setup today, as it is usually in this series. But yeah, the championship has had a bit of a shake-up after Imola. Sorry for my voice, I ate a kebab, and the sauce is kind of impacting me, but yeah, it's Isiakas Karmavakis now in the championship lead, followed by Mari Miller very closely, as the gap is only 1 point.
Yeah, the championship heading out of San Marino is insanely close at the moment. Obviously, with Karmavakis taking 2 wins in a row, now he puts himself on the top of the championship, but only by 1 point ahead of MP Motorsport's Marie Müller. And then you have Zdenek Svoboda there on with a 5-point deficit to the championship leader, and Marco Valsecchi on 46 points. So it is really close, and I think anyone in the top 4, hell, top 7 even, could be taking the championship lead heading out of Monza. We don't know what's going to happen at this race.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting championship. Valsecchi lost the lead. Quite an unfortunate San Marino Grand Prix for him. He got stuck in a mid-pack while all of his other contenders literally just flew away as Quinton Wells starts his lap. But yeah, Nick Tander is back in the car, so Chris Comedipor is over. His stint of 1 race is done. But that's not Tander on your screen, that's Quinton Wells, so yeah. Anything you want to say about your expectations for this race, Miran, considering this is Monza?
Well, considering the Formula 1 race we had in here, which was quite an exciting one, that went down all the way to the final lap, to the final corner of the race even. It was really fantastic, and judging by how insanely close Formula 2 has been at every single race we've had so far, I think we're going to be in for yet another thriller here at Monza as well. But it's looking good. And we have a new rookie in the field as well. None other than the GT champion, newly christened GT champion himself, Alessandro Caruso, who is substituting Gabriel Badeau in the Trident.
Yeah, you know what? I have to congratulate Gold for managing to give us the most amount of disqualifications per member. I am actually proud. But yeah.
It's a very difficult thing to achieve. You think about like most race wins and most podiums, whatever, but like DSQs are quite more difficult. So yeah, I guess you do have to hand it to him.
Yeah, but it's nice to see Caruso get the chance he deserves as Wells crosses the line 1:30.344. Valsecchi is also on a lap. Bargos goes second. It does not improve Wells' lap time. But yeah, we should expect the license to be rather close here, as Stunner pretty much half a second off. If you get slipstream here, that's pole position basically.
Oh yes. Oh, definitely. The toe is going to be absolutely crucial here for a qualifying lap at Monza, especially heading out at the heading down the start-finish straight here, and then the back straight just before Parabolica. It's going to be completely imperative if you want to secure pole by quite a big amount from the other drivers.
Yeah, as Valsecchi goes second, less than a tenth behind his teammate. That kind of hurts, doesn't it? As that's Holmqvist and Sierra Knox. Holmqvist leaving the pits. Holmqvist.
Ooh, that's a bit close.
A bit. That's Max Mustermann on our screens. He's been doing well at the moment, I'd say, in Formula 2. just one race in, but he didn't disappoint, to say.
No, I
anymore.
mean, he scored points on debut, which is not bad at all. Um, and he'll be hoping for quite a lot of the same here at Monza. Obviously, this is his second ever MMS race, so he'll be hoping to once again just keep it clean and drive all the way until the end and finish in the points, hopefully.
Yeah, as it divides 1 second off. It's a trend, isn't it, in Formula 2? For one driver, just one driver to have a bad lap. Like, that's miles off of the pace compared to others.
Yeah, I think it is. We had, who was it last race? Last qualifying.
Holmqvist.
It was either I think Petrauskas it was actually. Can't remember.
Petrauskas and Holmqvist, I think both of them.
Oh.
But yeah, Musterman 8th at the moment, not bad. Not
Oh,
bad.
Weitz improved.
And Weitz improves to 5th, so very good stuff.
I have to say though, Weitz is, I would say honestly, best of the rest at the moment. He has been really, he's been quite, I wouldn't say really consistent, but he's been consistent, and he's been in the points throughout all 3 races. But if we are talking consistency, then I think Matthew O'Hara is a person to talk about, because that guy has been just completely up there. He's the highest placing driver to not have scored a podium in this season yet.
Yeah, and he's in a Trident as well, a team that's not really known for being good in Formula 2. Formula 3 is more likely, as Ignacio Strada goes fastest, as that's Stojanovic into 6th. And Strada cost Holmqvist like 7/10 in Sector 1. It's not looking good for Holmqvist for another race.
No, Johanna Holmqvist has been the talk of, has been quite infamously talked about in GT, I believe it was, where she received a race ban, or was it a disqualification? I can't remember. Seawolf will have to back me up on that. But yeah, safe to say she's been involved in quite a lot of incidents in GT racing. We don't know if that's going to translate into Formula 2, obviously.
Yeah, and it did translate in Formula 2, as she was given out a 5-second time penalty in Imola for an incident in the chicane. So, accident prone is the name of the game.
Yeah, not the most, not the cleanest of drivers on the field, that is to say, but who knows, maybe she can deliver a good performance here at Monza. Things could change. Obviously, we have Ignacio Estrada, who at the moment has scored a total of 11 points in the championship. He could impress.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing of Formula 2. It's equal cars. If you can manage to get a good result, that's your result. You cannot, it's there, and it's going to stay as Schuller now comes across the line. It's not looking like a greatest lap ever. But hey, it's still decent. 16th, Svoboda now finishing his lap, and it's a good lap from Zdenek Svoboda at the moment.
Yeah, he'll be looking to be on pole position here at Monza as he's going to go across the line.
And the Czech driver goes... Ooh, second.
It's not bad at all.
0.023, that's very close. O'Hara crosses the line, goes 8th. Tanda has gone 7th, and Tanda, he's on an in-lap, as there he is, there is the man.
Yeah, the newly, how would you say it?
I think Imran has been Kroneholmed, as that's Miller across the line, and Miller goes pole, a 10th gained in the final sector out of nowhere.
That is really, really nice. As Caruso, oh dear, makes contact with Mari Müller as he goes on his outlap. But this could actually play into the Italian's hands, considering that he may get a nice little tow heading out of on his flying lap, considering Müller is going to want to distance herself from the...
I think we're going to have to Kroneholm Caruso, Imran, like we did last time. And hope it works. But yeah,
that's all we can do.
Freshly baked GT champion on our screen. Oh, never mind, he's out. Okay, I fixed it.
Thank goodness. It was a very close GT championship for those who did catch it. Obviously, it was a season-long duel between this man Caruso and legendary GT driver Nico Ronkas. That was as Caruso goes past Müller.
A bit of a nudge
on track.
already, getting out the GT elbows,
Yeah, But it was a fantastic GT championship we had, and Caruso, with a hard-fought title, came home to win it. But yeah, this is his first time in open wheelers, so we don't know how it's gonna go for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on board with him for the lap. But yeah, to beat a man like Nico Ronkas, it's a big achievement. I mean, Ronkas is a 9-time WTRC champion, which was a GT3 championship. He also has a few Formula A titles under his belt. You know, Ronkas is a jack of all trades, right? And master of pretty much everything apart from go-karts, I think, and trucks. I think that would be it. So to beat him in pretty much his best, you know, his most comfortable machinery is an amazing feat, and I'm glad to see Caruso stepping up to Formula 2 to show what he can do here, because I think he could land himself a Formula 1 seat for next season.
Oh yes, if he continues this, I think it could be a fantastic performance from the how old is he?
22.
22, yeah, it's not even, he is quite young.
Yeah.
And already a GT champion, so I think you know, he could definitely be the new kid on the block here.
Yeah, I mean, definitely he can be the you know, the new generation of Formula 1 drivers that are going to arrive, you know, from all the series, be it IndyCar. I mean, he might go to IndyCar. Who knows? IndyCar is also not a very viable option for him. But yeah, he has plenty of opportunities, and this new generation of drivers like Knox, like him, I'd say Imran as well, you know, the F2 field in general, these guys are going to get to F1 someday, and they're going to surprise. But anyways, here is the surprise, and he goes 5th.
It's not bad at all.
For a first lap in that car, that's amazing. And Imran is
Yeah.
also doing well.
Yeah, he didn't do, I mean,
He
I
started
can't really...
6th, so... If you're talking about Imran, he started 6th in Imola, so... He can show what he can do. As Marco Valsecchi on the radio is being told to push to improve his lap time, as they're just P6.
Yeah, I think, I mean, at the moment, the only two championship contenders he has ahead of him is Swoboda and Müller, albeit both of them are in quite high points-paying positions in qualifying. So Valsecchi is going to have to get his game up if he wants to challenge the other two, but at the moment, it's not looking too bad.
Okay, let's see. Wells is not improving neither. Oh wait, that's Caruso pitting. Valsecchi has not improved on his lap. But he's on another one now, so we're gonna go on board with Marco Valsecchi. The ex-championship leader now, relegated a few positions down. But yeah, it's his home race, you know. Caruso, Valsecchi having their home races today, as well as Prema, so it's a lot of weight put onto your shoulders, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you're gonna have all the home fans cheering for you. Everyone's got high expectations for you, considering that it's home soil for you and everything. So the expectations are much higher, but I guess with a good result, the drivers will be quite elated about it. What happened?
The One Piece is real.
Why?
Because he said higher, and my monkey brain just... Okay, anyways. Yeah, Valsecchi's not improving, but...
I hate you.
Valsecchi's not improving, Bagus is not improving. Yeah, I think we have entered the era of stagnation where no one is really improving, but Stojanovic. At the moment 11th, I have to say, she's been quite the underdog.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Wait, look at this. Sector 1 done.
Ooh, that's not bad at all. It's a 10th up on Miller in the first sector. She's going to have to nail the two Lesmos here.
Is this going to be an improvement for ART in general? Because they haven't been really doing too well.
No. Obviously, the highest placing car is, I believe, the... yeah, it's Stojanovic. And then you have Kroneholm, who's only scored 6 points, which is quite low for a man who's a former Formula 1 driver, but yeah, I guess the machinery takes a bit of time to get used to for some. As we're going to watch Stojanovic then, as she comes round the Parabolica,
she
just
lost
about...
a bit of time. So I think the setup is way more straight line speed oriented, as she lost a lot of time in maybe cornering, I'm not sure. She lost time in sector 2, up to the line. She might squeeze in one more lap, but I think it's definitely going to be an improvement. The question is, what kind of a lap time is this going to be? No improvement. Stays 11th.
Wow. She lost heaps of time in the third sector then. That is absolutely crazy. I was thinking at least some improvement would be on the cards for Stojanovic because they're in that first sector. But no, she just lost a lot of time through the high-speed corners.
Another lap, so it might not be all over. Is anybody else improving? Petrauskas has improved on his previous lap. Yeah, Stojanovic is not improving anymore. Idavite's also not improving. Petrauskas, the clock has ticked 0-0. Petrauskas improves on his time. So we're gonna go on board with him. He's still at 10 behind. Schwaller ends his session. Soros, Schulard, Valsecki stays 6th. There will be no improvement from the man who tried his best to push, but it's not gonna be of use. And look at this, Petrauskas is gonna have Wells for slipstream.
Ooh, that could be crucial. This is gonna have to hope that the Prema of Wells gets a bit closer, especially down the down this straight. He is closing in on the Welshman. Yeah, this could be potentially the pole time for Petrauskas, but we're gonna see what he can do then.
Yeah, as Estrada stays 2nd, Svoboda stays 3rd. We're about to see what Wells and Petrauskas will do. Most of the places on the field are pretty much set in stone. But let's see, Wells goes across the line, stays 4th, Petrauskas stays 13th, yeah.
That's a big anticlimax.
Yeah, Sierra Knox 15th.
Sedliak could get a slipstream there.
Yeah, he could. But will Sedliak improve? He has O'Hara. He doesn't. 2 seconds lost, dearie me. As Caruso left that pit lane for whatever reason.
Yeah,
I guess he just wants to get a lap in. We're just gonna time accelerate it. It doesn't matter. Oh wait, Imran is also on a lap. Oh no, wait, hold on. Where is Imran? Imran also left the pits now.
Why?
Air Factor AI. Well, he's gonna finish the session now. So there you go. Official results. Mary Miller is on pole.
That's their second pole of the season. And at such a legendary track as Monza as well, that is going to be quite, I think, quite a satisfying result for the woman from Liechtenstein.
Oh wait, I never published the race results for F2.
Great
I just
job.
realized. I thought I clicked it, I didn't. I must have been tired. Okay. So qualifying results will be published. You're gonna go to the transmission screen. Any comments on the grid? I mean, I have to say I'm a bit surprised by Wells doing so well now.
Yeah, Wells did a really fantastic job. Obviously, we were expecting Valsecchi to be the leading Prema here in Monza, but I guess Quinten just took us by storm. Ignacio Estrada lining up on the front row is a very welcome surprise as well. Great job from the man from Argentina. And then I guess the talk of the town is Alessandro Caruso, who has not only outqualified his fellow countryman Marco Valsecchi, but he's put himself quite nicely in P5.
Also, the whole field is in a second in qualifying. 9/10 to be exact. It's a bit.
So that's fantastic.
It's a bit insane. This is pretty much bound to give us one hell of a race. Yeah, I think we're done. Nothing much to say, I think.
No.
Actually, predictions for the race, Miran?
Oh, whatever's gonna happen, I won't be able to predict, right? I am gonna say Zdeněk Svoboda for the race win.
Oh, that's bold. But I'm gonna be bolder than you.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Matthew O'Hara.
That is bold. Quite bold, yes.
Well, you usually should go bold and bankrupt, no? Anyways, we're gonna wait a bit more, as our FIA needs some time, especially since, well, we know what Turn 1 at Monza is. Bertofilio is a nightmare for stewards.
Oh, yes.
Always
We're
has...
gonna have
Always has
I
been.
think we're gonna have a. Yeah, I think there's obviously gonna be incidents into turn one. It's obviously it's just a straight line into a very slow chicane. You take it through first or maybe even second gear, and yeah,
Yeah,
drivers tend to misjudge braking zones when they're in the wake of other cars.
and it's also irregular. I don't know if you noticed, but the first bit of the chicane is kind of tighter, and then it opens up. If you know what I mean. If you look at the track map,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying. It's not a classic chicane where it's 90-degree, 90-degree, which also gives it ample room for accidents, so to say. And then you have the second chicane, which I always forget the name of. What's the second chicane called, Miran? The De La
It's not
Roggia, I think.
De La Roggia, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
there you
yes,
go.
De La Roggia.
Okay. I have to how I do De La Roggia, I have to remember about the Rage Against the Machine vocalist, because his surname is De La Rocha. It's a weird connection, but anyways, enough of blabbering, it's time to go to the race. And we can have a nice view of those 12 cars. Here we go. 12 lights are off and we're green in Monza. It's a good start from Miller. Estrada also gets a good start for Boda, not so much. And look at this, it's already a big train of cars. I think that is Wells to the inside of 1, 2, 3 cars. It's madness into turn 1. No accidents though just yet. Side by side now Swoboda and Wells. Wells gets third. No damage to anyone by the looks of things, or so I hope. A few positions gained, a few positions lost. Shula dropped to last. Not much else I can say apart from pardon me for having to destroy the AI car.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Going through the field. No, looks like no one has damages. That's Tander and DJ Schwala. The Brazilian driver on the fence. She goes to the outside of Tander, side by side. And Nikki Tempest stays ahead.
Yeah, really clean racing. No incidents at all on the first lap, but the leading pack then very close. It's Müller, Estrada, and then Wells who gets himself up into third, overtaking Zdenek Svoboda. Not the best start for Isakios Karmevakis, who's dropped down to 10th. Stojanovic and also Matthew O'Hara have been able to slip past. I believe Valsecki went down one position as well. He was overtaken by Aditya Bagus.
Ooh, Sierra Knox aggressive move on the Weiss over there. Krona Holme and Imran battling, and Duke Schulart currently still in last, but that's lap 1 done. I have to say, it's a very clean lap.
Yeah, as Müller leads away then as we head on to lap 2, but it might be from Estrada, as Estrada is going to try it on the Liechtensteinian driver, the two wheel-to-wheel into the Rettifilia, but it's going to be Müller who's just about ahead, yeah.
Miller tried to do a naughty squeeze, but no, look at that, Estrada's ahead, and Estrada's into the lead of the race.
That is beautiful stuff from Ignacio Estrada, the man who we were definitely not expecting to be in the race lead today, has done it. As there in the background is that Caruso.
It is Caruso onto Wells. A lot of beating and banging through De La Roggia, as it is still Caruso on the outside of Quinton Wells, and I think the GT champion, there you go, beautiful move, and Bagus follows him through. Amazing stuff. The inside line is just hopeless here. Wells tries to send it onto the Indonesian, but he actually succeeds. Wow. I didn't suspect that, considering the racing line and all.
Oh yeah, but Caruso doing quite well. That's him up to 4th. But we're going to see the man ahead of Caruso at the moment, Svoboda, as Müller tries it on Strada. We get a very great view here as Müller slips past.
And look at Caruso!
Oh my goodness, that is big opportunity, but he's lost a lot of time on exit.
And look
as
at
Wells.
Quinton Wells. Yeah, the run he got out of Parabolica is just supreme, as he might even send it onto Alboreto. That's not Parabolica anymore. Bit of a shame. But hey,
yeah,
at least Alboreto gets to be honored.
Yeah, I still call it the Parabolica.
Everybody still calls it the Parabolica.
As Svoboda now is going to try it on Ignacio Estrada. He's going to try to get up into second, as he's already in third. And late on the brakes for Svoboda, and he is going to be forced to the outside as Estrada gets the better exit through Curva Grande. It's going to be Svoboda just on the inside line there, as Estrada leaves enough for the width of one car. as they go wheel to wheel now down to the De La Roggia chicane. It's gonna be Svoboda on the outside, who's later on the brakes, heading into the De La Roggia chicane. There's wheel to wheel, almost banging wheels as they head out of De La Roggia, but it is Estrada who covers off the man from the Czech Republic, I believe he is from. Yes. But yeah, Estrada defending his position. Great battle.
Yes, there's Weiss and Holmqvist. There are battles all over the field as Imran is about to overtake his teammate Miller Sedliak to the inside. He goes and gets a double move done nearly there as Holmqvist gets sent wide out of Les mode 2. Schulart still last, and there's Miller comfortably in the lead. And look at this!
Wow, that is a sight to behold as Aditya Bagus now gets up at the third. That is quite a shocker. He really benefited from all of that, but Matthew O'Hara is now in this little hut. Look at how close, all the way down to Darius Petrauskas.
Oh, look at Stojanovic to the inside. What a move from Marika. Yeah. That's another place gained. That's 3 positions up from the race start. There's DJ Schwala as well, gaining positions, but oh no, no slipstream, and that's the high-tech suffering.
Yeah, that's gonna be slipstream is no slipstream, very, very costly here. You want to try and get as much as you possibly can, as Svoboda is going to try to re-overtake the dams of Bagus, but can't do much. There's Wells once again attacking Alessandro Caruso. I have to say Caruso in his first race doing very well.
Yeah, it's a really nice thing as now O'Hara joins his teammate in the battle for the podium positions. To the inside goes the 24 Trident car, nearly hits Wells. Luckily doesn't. Karmevakis goes on to Petrauskas. There is also DJ Schwala and Max Mustermann. That's a surprise.
Yeah, he's just kind of hanging around there. I didn't even... Yeah, we haven't really seen him much this race, so... yeah, Mustermann has done well.
He's one of those quiet drivers now.
I guess, yeah. I think we can establish that now. But Müller leads by 2 seconds from Estrada, so Marie Müller is just in a league of her own today, it looks like. But Estrada... he's had to battle with Bagus, and that's cost him a bit. So now that he is in free air, he can maybe start to push a bit and try and close down that gap to the MP Motorsport driver.
Yeah, speaking of drivers, Marko Valsecki is not happy. He's complaining on the radio. What the hell is this poop? What the hell is going on, guys? I think he's a bit lost as to why he is slow as Nick Tander now. Finds himself battling Marika. I have to say though, clean race, even with Tander in the field. I guess miracles are possible.
No, it's very weird that or not weird, but it's a good thing. It's quite good that we haven't had any incidents whatsoever, and especially considering how close Formula 2 is. It's always, you know, a bit of contact, a bit of wheel banging here and there, but no one's been involved in any crash or accident or spin or any mistake at all.
We're building up the cursing, aren't we? We're building up the comms curse.
Yes.
Yeah.
And especially if it's me in the commentary booth.
Yeah. Both of us combined, we just... Oh, look at this though. Estrada has caught up to Miller. That 2-second gap is gone.
Yeah. So my theory about Estrada finally beginning to push in free air is correct, as Müller is going to now have to be on the defense from the UNI Virtuosi driver Ignacio Estrada. I think there's going to be a very nice battle to behold.
You could say Estrada's on the road to glory.
Oh, please be quiet.
Okay, to explain the joke, Estrada means road in Spanish. I can't stop, dude. At least I'm giving entertainment. As there goes O'Hara ahead of Wells. And that's... Kroneholme into Holmqvist.
Yeah, it's going to be Marcus Kroneholm, I think, ahead of Johanna Holmqvist. I die inside a little every time you make a pun.
I have been making them since 2019. As Estrada goes to the inside of Miller, Miller is coming into the pits this snap though. So bold. That's a bit of a push. But yeah, interesting strategy. Caruso is also coming in. Caruso is completely off the road.
As O'Hara is fast.
I think he'd let his teammate through. As Stojanovic and Tander side by side, and I think Tander has this spot to take. I mean, Stojanovic is coming in this lap. Yep, there you go.
Yeah. But battling on your in-lap, as we did establish last race as well, battling on your in-lap is going to cost you quite a lot. obviously some guys are going to pit later. They'll be able to push in more clear air, as opposed to the guys who have been battling on their in lap, which is gonna
Dear, look
give
at
them
this.
a time advantage.
Yeah, you're right. Look at this. Valsecki and Tander battling for position, and Valsecki lost all momentum because Wells held him up. His teammates screwed the race over, but now Wells defends from Tander. What is going on? But that is a very nice move from Tander.
Yeah, that's a very nice move from Nick Tander. Late on the brakes, Valsecki wasn't expecting it, and he just swooped through. I have to give it to Nick Tander, which is, I mean, something I don't think I was going to say today, but Nick Tander with a very nice overtake.
Yeah, as Miller into the pits, the first set of pit stoppers is in midway through the race. And this definitely is going to, well, you know, give us a bit of an insight on what strategy is the better one. Last time I believe it was the undercut, last race, if I'm not wrong.
I think it was, I can't quite remember what it was exactly, but I think some guys are going to get held up here. Look how many cars are in the pits. I think, yeah, there's
Miller
Caruso.
got held up, but, but by Caruso and by Bagus.
That is a massive shame for Miller, but this is... I thought Caruso was going to get held up especially there, but this has really played into the hands of Zdenek Svoboda, as I believe now he would be the de facto race leader.
Yeah, as fights and knocks battle, but yeah, this makes Svoboda the provisional leader and Caruso the provisional P2 man. So Caruso is on his way to maybe even lead this race. Is he gonna go to the inside? No, he's gonna wait. He's patient. He did take part in an endurance series. I think he knows how to wait out the moves.
Yeah, patience is the name of the game in GT, and it is in basically all forms of motorsport. So yeah, Caruso is no stranger to that style, as he has the slipstream on the next Svoboda. Is he gonna try anything on the inside of the Carlin? He stays behind though as they head into the Ascari chicane.
Oh, also, I know speaking about Caruso and patience is like not the most the best thing, considering he did push every race, like, you know, balls to the walls. Also, you know where the saying comes from? It's from flight pilots.
Yeah. It's from like fighter jets, right?
I believe so. As that's an unsafe.
Oh
no!
Oh, and the Geir Anker Pedersen's happened. Oh dear.
Oh no! Matthew O'Hara, I cursed him.
You did. Ah, that's a massive shame. He was having such a great race too. Big shame.
Yeah, that's a replay. I mean, he did get released first, but I suppose he sees Estrada in his mirrors and just panics and straight into the back of, who is that? That's Duke Schullard.
I mean, there was, yeah, turning. Estrada at least did leave him a tiny bit of space.
I mean, look, the pit lane is wide.
It is quite wide. I can't really. I mean, that's. Obviously, the UNI Virtuosi team did release him quite unsafely, but O'Hara should not have turned in like that.
Yeah, O'Hara shouldn't have panicked. This was fine. This was a fine release. They would have been, you know, O'Hara would have been in front of him, and then O'Hara just panics and goes straight into Duke Schullard. That's probably going to be either a hefty penalty or a disqualification for O'Hara.
Either way, I think one of the two teams are going to get fined.
Yeah, I know that's a given, but Nick Temper on the radio, my favourite segment of races with him. Dangerous manoeuvre from Wells, he needs to use his mirrors. I think that's rich coming from him, but yeah, Wells did do a very aggressive defensive manoeuvre. I agree with this.
Yeah, he did. As now everyone's coming to the pits, and yes, it is Zdenek Svoboda who leads from Alessandro Caruso and Aditya Bagus in third. As we said, Marie Müller has absolutely lost out. She's down in fifth at the moment.
I don't think it was an unsafe release for Estrada. Hold on, let's check again. Where is he? Where is Estrada? Where is Estrada? Oh, okay, he's fourth. Never mind. I thought that he. there was a whopping amount of car.
But Estrada with the unsafe release, that was into O'Hara. Is this what we're investigating?
Yeah, but then again, Is this unsafe?
No. I mean,
He released actually before.
yeah.
He released before, so I don't think. So this is on the Trident crew. If you look at the footage, look, he goes first, and then is O'Hara released. So O'Hara has been disqualified, by the way, from the race, and Estrada doesn't get the penalty. Alright, as that's Caruso to the
Look
lead.
at this. Wow.
Into... Whoa. Okay, Caruso pulling out the elbows here, bump and run GT style. Wow.
I think he probably still thinks he's in the Chrysler Viper.
I mean, you love to see elbows being pulled out like that, but it's definitely unorthodox in open wheelers.
Oh yes. Wow, well that is on his Formula 2 and his open wheeler debut. Alessandro Caruso now leads his home Grand Prix.
Isn't that crazy? But he has to be cautious as the Carlin is quick. There goes the next Svoboda with the overspeed. Should be an easy move. Will Caruso respond? No. Svoboda nearly spun out there on the first corner of the Rotofilio chicane. Would you look at that? That's Bagus in third, and Estrada and Miller are battling for fourth. There is Karmevakis in Sierra Knox. Sierra Knox in seventh. That's definitely a winner of the pit window.
Yeah, not bad at all from Knox, and she's on the back of championship leader Isakios Karmevakis. Oh, yeah, there's a bit of a slide heading out of the Della Roggia chicane. But it's the classic case where when we have battles for the lead, you always have the two guys pulling out ahead, and then they battle, and then the guy in P3 starts catching up.
Yeah, and that's Bagus in our case, but then Estrada and Miller aren't too far back, so I'd assume they would also join in the fun as soon as possible. Back to the front, it is still Caruso chasing us Svoboda. Will he repeat his move? No, he's a bit too far back.
Yeah, I think we'll see what he can do. He doesn't get the best exit compared to Zdeněk Svoboda, but the slipstream is going to give him quite the helping hand here.
Don't think he's gonna make the move into Parabolic. I think he might wait. No, he's not gonna wait. To the inside.
Oh! This man is going all out today.
You know what? He's on a mission and nobody's going to stop him. Look at Aditya Bagus with a way better run than Svoboda. I think he might get the Czech driver before Svoboda gets Caruso.
Yeah, as Bagus, yeah, look at that. There he goes on the Carlin on the inside of Zdeněk Svoboda. The two are going to go wheel to wheel into the first corner. As it's going to be Bagus on the outside.
Oh, Svoboda pushed him wide, yeah.
Oh.
That might be a bit controversial because there was clear contact as Miller got through Estrada on the main straight and Sierra Knox gets through the championship leader.
That's going to hurt Karmevakis quite a bit. Every single point, the points paying positions. Obviously, he's going to want to score as much points as possible here, and one little position could cost him quite a lot. But we're going to see what happened here.
Yeah, he does the Max Verstappen, right? With the slightest of nudges, but yeah, Bagus was completely pushed off. I think that might just be a warning because Bagus didn't lose as much time. But still, a bit too naughty. Monza is starting to live up to its name now. Or rather, its reputation as a... Stunner overtakes Imran Stunner in the points. I have to say, that's a bit of a... unexpected.
Yeah, Maxi Stunner is not someone we follow along quite a lot in these races, so not bad at all.
Look at this. Wells, he was in the top 5, or well, the top 10 in the race. 20th.
Oh, that's big. Zdeněk Svoboda has been awarded a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision.
Oh dear, that's gonna hinder his result massively. So the stewards did consider that move he did in Retifilia a bit too simply.
Yeah, but I think we're gonna start the final lap of the race now. The top 3, well, I guess top 2, but top 3 on track. Caruso, Svoboda, and Bagus are all gonna be chasing down, I believe, their first win.
Yes.
In Formula 2.
Svoboda goes to the inside, he gets Caruso. Caruso tries to retaliate. Svoboda goes wide, there was no contact. Bagus goes to the outside, Caruso keeps the lead. And thing is though, Svoboda will not even be on the podium.
No, he won't. Müller's gonna get the podium.
Unless Miller gets overtaken by Ignacio Estrada, as Bagus couldn't get Svoboda before De La Roggia, and he's not gonna get him now either. And he battles behind Kalanvakis, Goldbach, Sierra Nox, Valsecki, Musterman. Then we have Imran, Stunner, and Holmqvist battling for the last points. Oh, we're 13th really, but Imran gets a very good run. Stunner makes a mistake. Petrauskas joins the fight. Petrauskas to the inside now. Into Lesmo 1, he's gonna get the HWA driver behind him. Schulard, despite having no rear wing, he still keeps on driving.
Not bad from the German at all.
Oh my god, Bagus got Svoboda. Look, that is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful move. Let's see
But
what
I think it might come down to the final corner. Bagus had a great one. He had a pretty good run on Alessandro Caruso, and you can see how close they are. So Caruso is gonna have to engage defending mode here if he wants to hold off the far more experienced Indonesian. And I think he is gonna try it.
No, he's not.
No.
He's not gonna. He's gonna try it. Alessandro Caruso is gonna win his home Grand Prix.
On his Formula 2 debut as well, bringing Trident's first ever victory in Formula 2. Alessandro Caruso on his debut, GT champion, and now Formula 2 winner as he crosses the line, winning at Monza.
Bagus second, Svoboda does not get third. That goes to Miller. What a race! That is one hell of a finish.
Wow. Once again, Formula 2 and Monza as a whole just brings close finishes. It's going to be Matthew O'Hara, the other Trident, who is going to finish all the way down in 22nd place.
Actually, DSQ'd.
Oh yeah, he's DSQ'd.
And he says the fastest lap of the race, taking points away from Mari Miller. But there is your race winner. That was erratic.
I guess GT does translate well into open wheelers. I guess we've learned that now.
And guys, if you want to have a quick experience shot, you know where to go now. But yeah, I wanted to point out this from Sierra Nox. Look at the run.
Wow. That's an absolutely huge speed difference. And Karmevakis just couldn't...
He couldn't do anything. And Karmevakis is lucky that Tander or Stojanovic didn't get him.
Yeah. But yeah, he's probably... Karmevakis is unfortunately, I do think he's probably lost the championship lead after this race to Müller.
Yeah, that's a given. But yeah, that was one great race. There is your race winner, Alessandro Caruso. Driver of the day. Can you even name one?
Caruso.
Yeah, exactly.
Simple as that. I mean, it's his first time in open wheelers, and what does he do? He wins.
Proving his worth as a champion, truly.
I think this man is Formula 1 material.
That I have to agree with. Next race is the German Grand Prix for Formula 2. After this, the roadmap is as follows. We go to IndyCar to do the Norris Ring race. And then we go to Formula E to do the Norris Ring race.
That's going to be fun ones. For those of you watching, you remember Norris Ring last season at IndyCar. That was absolutely fantastic. So,
yeah,
make sure to not miss that one.
Only race in the season that doesn't have pit stops. Which means it's a constant all-out sprint. But yeah, it should be a good race. I've been Kai.
I'll be Miran.
And we'll see you in the next one. Be sure to be safe, everyone. Wear your seatbelt, and bye-bye.